Hello all. In this presentation, I will discuss about the problem solving technique MOSFET DC analysis. The important terms for DC analysis are VGS, which is the voltage between gate and source terminal, VDS, which is the voltage between drain and source terminal, VT is the threshold voltage. If N type of MOSFET is used, then it is represented as VTN, and if P type of MOSFET is used, then it is represented as VTP. Mu is the mobility, same mu n is mobility of electrons and mu p is mobility of holes. ID is the drain current. K is represented as a conduction parameter, Kn and Kp. The formula for calculation of K is mu n by 2 into W by L into epsilon ox upon T ox, where epsilon ox is the permittivity of the oxide layer and T ox is the thickness of oxide layer. It is also represented as K dash n by 2 into W by L, where this K dash n is represented as process conduction parameter and it is calculated as mu n into C ox, where C ox is the capacitance of oxide layer, which is calculated as epsilon ox upon T ox. The transition point equation is VDS saturation is equal to VGS minus VTN. All these parameters are important for calculation of DC analysis. The important equation for DC analysis are the equation for non-saturation region. Condition to represent the non-saturation region is VDS should be less than VDS saturation. The equation for saturation region, the condition for which is VDS should be greater than VDS saturation, whereas the transition point, that is VDS saturation, is calculated as VGS minus VTN. What is DC analysis? DC analysis calculates the behavior of circuit when DC voltage or current is applied to it. The result of this analysis is referred as bias point or quiescent point, which is also called as the operating point, and its coordinates are ID and VDS. DC analysis in short means we have to calculate the value of ID and the value of VDS. To calculate the value of ID and VDS, there are certain rules for DC analysis. First, effect of all the AC sources will be 0. Make the effect of all the AC sources to the 0. All the capacitor in the circuit will act as an open circuit, because for the DC, capacitor acts as a open circuit. Only DC voltage sources or currents will present in the circuit, and from that, by applying KVL and KCL, calculate ID and VDS, that is calculate the coordinates of operating point. The problem solving techniques for MOSFET DC analysis is like this. First, assume that transistor is biased in the saturation region. In this case, VGS should be greater than VTN, ID should be greater than 0, and VDS should be greater than or equal to VDS saturation. Means apply the equation of current ID for the saturation region and verify these conditions. Analyze this circuit using saturation current voltage relation and then evaluate resulting bias condition of a transistor. If assumed parameter values in the step 1 are valid, means if VDS is greater than VDS saturation, then the initial assumption is correct, means that we have assumed that MOSFET is operating in a saturation region is correct. But if VGS is less than VTN, then the transistor is probably in the cutoff region or in the non-saturation region. Then if the initial assumption is proved incorrect, then the new assumption must be made, that assume transistor is operate in a non-saturation region. Apply the equation of current for non-saturation region and then verify VDS is less than VDS saturation. So analyze this circuit and the step 3 must be repeated. So this is how we can solve the numericals on MOSFET DC analysis. This circuit represents the common source amplifier because input is given to the gate terminal and output is taken from the drain terminal. So remaining terminal, that is source, is common. That's why we can say that it is a common source amplifier. If we apply the DC analysis rule, that is all the capacitor will act as open circuit, make the effect of AC sources 0, VDD will be present in the circuit, then this circuit represents the DC equivalent circuit of the NMOS common source circuit. We remove the capacitor, we remove the AC sources, only DC power voltage sources like VDD are present. Now we have to apply the KVL and KCL to this, and we have to derive the equation for ID and VDS. So by applying a voltage divider rule at the terminal VG, we can write VG is equal to VGS, which is equal to R2 into VDD divided by R1 plus R2. So we'll assume that transistor is operate in a saturation region. So apply the equation of current for saturation region. ID is equal to Kn in bracket VGS minus VTN bracket square, and apply KVL to the outer loop. Then we can calculate VDS is equal to VDD minus ID RD. Now if VDS is greater than VGS saturation, then transistor is biased in the saturation region. Our assumption is correct. But if VDS is less than VDS saturation, then transistor is biased in the non-saturation region, and calculate drain current ID by the equation of non-saturation current. The power dissipation of the transistor is calculated as PT is equal to ID into VDS. So one numerical is described over here. Calculate the drain current and drain to source voltage, that is ID and VDS, of common source circuit with an N-channel enhancement mode MOSFET. Find the power dissipated in the transistor. R1 is given, that is 30 kilo ohm, R2 is given, that is 20 kilo ohm, RD is 20 kilo ohm, VDD is 5 volt, VTN is 1 volt, and Kn is equal to 0.1 milliampere per volt square. So as per our rules, calculate VG first. VG is equal to VGS. Calculate VGS is equal to 2 volt. So we'll assume transistor is biased in the saturation region. Apply the equation of current for saturation region. ID is equal to Kn in bracket VGS minus VTN square. If you put the values, you will get ID is equal to 0.1 milliampere. And the drain to source voltage is VDS is equal to VDD minus IDRD. So we will get VDS is equal to 3 volt. Power dissipation is calculated as ID into VDS. So 0.1 milliampere into 3, that is 0.3 milliwatt. Now we have to validate our condition that MOSFET is operating in a saturation region. That's why verify that VDS should be greater than VDS saturation. So VDS saturation is equal to VGS minus VTN, which is equal to 2 minus 1, which is 1 volt, and we have got VDS is equal to 3 volt. That's why our assumption is correct, and this transistor is operate in a saturation region. If our assumption is incorrect, then assume that transistor is biased in the non-saturation region, and again repeat the procedure. So this is all about the problem solving techniques for the DC analysis. Thank you.